Oh mambo, munikumbuke, oh mambo, munikumbuke, munikumbuke bamuda salandeka. Kusandirela aona nile nchito yanga njolela mwana mawa kugacha nzanga pita kusuko imasirira hata kwa patira sikwa ine mene mondi kusambisa tiwa akabwera uko waza pese nditapi Onena kumati unalembera Wadi Yehova mdalimba ntakale chonji Sane chabu Azongwata kuia mongate kulimba Koma ifeo ampawe kubalapa Kimadalira tanizrola zonga
A man who has lived many lives, probably close to a cat. He has once been soldier of the poor, a parliamentarian, political surrogate, a prisoner, and aspiring president. He has produced 16 albums to date. Born 41 years ago at St. Luke's Mission Hospital in Malosa and grew up at Sosola village in traditional Thoritan Samara in Balaka district. He is Lucius Banda, the sixth born in the family of 7.
Love of
once again. I want to dance this one.
Lucius Banda started music at the tender age of 7 when he was just clapping hands and backing his brother Paul as he played guitar during Hallelujah Band days in the late 80s.
Just like music because of my brother. My brother was a talented person. He's the one who started the whole thing. He was playing his guitar. I remember he made a guitar using a tank of an old lamp. You know these lamps which you put a glass. They were very scarce that time, but he got an old one, and that small tank, he cut it and made a guitar out of that. He used to play the guitar and improve them, use the gallon, playing the guitar as we were clapping hands and giving the tune to him. Slowly until when he joined, he started a Hallelujah Band with his friends when I was still quite a toddler. Went on and joined him later on when I got to age 14 where I was playing the keyboard. When I was 15 I was already in a Hallelujah Band.
He went on stage for the first time at the age of 15. With the mentorship of his brother Paul, Lucius became the most talented kid, and slowly he found himself joining Hallelujah Band in 1984.
Mumabisala kuseri kwandalama koma lelo ndabwera kumbe sanza.
He started by being militant against the forms of humanity in the name of politics. He rose to the stardom after releasing the album Ceasefire in 1996, one of the albums that sold a lot of copies in the country. But how does he compose a song?
Composing is with different styles. You can compose a song by writing a message first and then putting a tune. In my case, it's different. I compose tune and lyrics sometimes or most of times at the same time. I do this simultaneously because the message makes me get a proper tune. Like I remember this other day I was in Karonga. We had gone there on a very high risk journey to perform. Dinira Pekwa Inu. I said it to Church. And from there, the way I was saying to God, I was praying, I was doing it the song. It was going, Dinira Bendira Pekwa Inu Mungu wanga. Dinira Bendira Pekwa Inu Mungu wanga.
In 1997, he formed Zembani Music Company, and many top local artists have passed through the company to establish their careers, namely musician cum politician Bile Kaunda, Mlaga Maliro, Dan Lufan, Wendy Harawa, just to mention but a few.
2003, Lucius Banda, again, in a one style, right?
Looking at Lucius as an artist, I would rate Lucius as, to me, he's like one of the biggest artists. When I look at him, it's not just in Malawi, I look at Africa, as in he's the biggest artist in Africa. I've traveled and I've seen how people work or how he does or how much he works. To me, it's just something else. And what I like about Lucius and my life, how I've worked with Zembani, is that Lucius is more like a father, and he's always willing to teach. He's always willing to teach. He doesn't have that heart where he hides. He promotes arts. He promotes us as young artists. As with me, I would say I am where I am because of Lucius. And words can't even explain. But he's one of those people who I idolize. You know, somebody who writes a song which is a hit, performs very well. I would love to be like him.
You meet the first time, there's nothing that you can see, but you can just see how you're interacting, okay? So at that particular day, on that particular day, I would see he's able to do what he was doing, like music. He was playing his keyboard by then. He would not sing. I did not see him singing. And up until, because by then the friendship started while we were in the same family, right? Because we were all playing the same band. Up until when he came back from school and we started training together. And it was like, we all started like that together, and we grew up together in music. And because the talent was being groomed, him and me. And because of our life, we used to like one thing, the same thing. We used to train together mostly at night when everyone is gone, and me and Lucius would go in the music hall and start training. We start playing like do the songs, we train ourselves how to dance. Around the same, we would say, I do remember when we used to ask each other some questions like, Lucius, look at the band the way it is. We are the youngest members of the band. What do you think will be the future of the band? So we used to say, yes, he used to say, Charles, we have to work hard. You have to work hard at school, because in the near future we'll be the leaders of the group, as if we are foretelling what would happen. So we worked hard, both avenues, education and the music.
Lucius sang many songs criticizing bad regimes. The MCP government had its share, the UDF government had its turn, and the DBP regime has not been spared. He spoke against parliamentarians who treated their constituents as second-class citizens. Yet, he joined politics and became parliamentarian.
I was singing songs which were having a political connotation in them, in the sense that my music had some political themes in them, as in I would comment politically, here and there, I would mention things, but then slowly I started getting close to Dr. Bakiri Muluzi. Close as in, he was very clever. Unlike many African leaders, he was very good at his critics. If you become his critic, you make sure he makes you a point. To a point you start losing interest in criticizing him publicly, you start criticizing him or advising him face to face. That's what happened to me. So through him, I started writing the art of politics. The things which I thought MPs would do, they don't do, and they said, if I go to Parliament, I'll say this, I'll do this, I'll do this. Got carried away and joined politics.
He was accused of being a bootlicker to then President Dr. Bakiri Muluzi. He was made his special assistant after retiring from presidency. Before that, he composed a campaign song for the anointed UDF torchbearer in 2004 presidential elections, Professor Bingwa Mutharika. What was his relationship with the former president?
My relationship with him was okay, cordial. Maybe we had things in common. He believed in democracy. He believed in live and let live. He's a man who, I think, much as I can't claim that he didn't have weaknesses, he had them, but I think he knew him. He knew his weaknesses. Because when a person knows his weaknesses, he works on them. I would think he was a Democrat. And that's why some of us managed to become famous. Because we could mock him, we could sing about him and get away with it. I'm thinking if this was a scenario, or maybe after the music had been, Lucius Banda wouldn't have been there because he wouldn't have allowed me to start my career with power the way I did with Bakiri. So honestly, our relationship will always be good. No matter what differences we will have, I would only make sure that we have a good relationship because
no sooner had he crossed the paths with the one he campaigned for, Professor Bingwa Mutharika ditched the UDF and formed the Democratic Progressive Party. Many UDF diehards, including Lucius Banda, felt bitter, and plans to remove Mutharika from the top job on the land were in the offing. Lucius Banda moved a motion on impeachment procedures in Parliament. The day he moved the motion, the then Speaker of Parliament, Mr. Rodwell Myenyembe, collapsed amid heated debate. He later died. Many feel Lucius Banda had a hand in the death of Munyenyembe. But what is the view of the singer?
Apparently, sometimes media, which is very important and helpful, but sometimes media can be poor. And because it is very powerful, but it can destroy anybody. Because its danger is it deals with people who are not journalists, so they can't fight back. I still remember that it had happened, that moved the motion of impeachment and the Honorable Munyenyembe trying to bring in order, couldn't handle the pressure. He had already been sick, blood pressure and all that. Stories say that he had not been well that whole week. Tried to contain the pressure, in the process he collapsed, and that was it. Well, people would speak at children that I was responsible for it. But it's just as bad as you're doing something, you're in church, you're praying, and someone is carried away by the prayer and collapses and dies. You can't be the one who's killed that person. It happens. I was asked a question of similar nature. So they said, how people of the area welcomed you after moving the impeachment motion. I said, well, they came here as well. Because I did what they wanted me to do. Someone went to the newspaper and said, Lucius says, you see the difference? I got the hero's welcome and Lucius says it's a hero. It's different. If you get a hero's welcome, you're not saying, if you're telling someone they gave me a hero's welcome, you're not saying that I'm a hero. But it was good, and I'm telling you, I suffered trying to rectify the record. Wherever they write about the death of the owner of Munyenyembe, 2 lines maybe, or a line later, you can listen. I am someone who doesn't take things very too seriously. I told myself what I was doing was the right thing. It happened that in the process something very terrible has happened, but that was not the intention. If I was going to Parliament and kill Honorable Munyenyembe, I would carry the gun with me, or a panga knife to kill Honorable Munyenyembe. I took a motion to Parliament, and the motion is what I moved in Parliament. And in the process we lost Honorable Munyenyembe. I used stories of this, but that had nothing directly to do with
The DBB government dug the hidden part of Lucius Banda and discovered that he used a fake MSCE during presentation of nominations of papers to the Electoral Commission.
The certificate issue is a complicated issue. I am sure when this government is out of power, is when the story might be rectified. Otherwise, maybe my explanation here may amount to contempt, because if you're like going against the judgment court, they may take it from a different angle altogether. The honest thought one has to have is, if you go into our constitution, you will never find where there's need for anyone to have a certificate to become an MP, no a president. There is no such a thing as a qualification. And there I was accused of showing a fake certificate. Why would I go through the trouble of making a fake certificate to show to a company which hasn't demanded for it? That doesn't make sense. And if people were trying to use logic, or even if that case was not a political case, any judge would have wanted the same, because the main qualification you need in Parliament is being able to speak English.
He attended many schools in his life.
Speaking in English throughout this, I don't think you'd rate my English being the worst. If anything can be better, or could be better, or was better than a lot of people in Parliament itself. I remember people laughing about my pronunciation at some point. I made sure that when I speak in Parliament, I speak sense and I pronounce the words in the right way that anyone from any country can hear them, can understand what I'm saying. I speak English. That's a qualification. I'm not saying, because you need not to be sane, you need not to be an ex-convict, you need to be able to communicate in English. I had all the qualifications. Why would I go all the way to get a certificate maybe? I didn't do that. When government got pressure, it cooked up that case. Worked behind me, convinced my name, convinced the schools I went. This is the story. I wrote MCE, first attempt, and failed. I wrote again before it wrote this. That story was not mentioned that Lucius wrote again. Even in the court, they made sure they don't go that far. They made it as if it looks like I wrote once and that's it. I leave everything in the hands of God. I leave everything in the hands of the truth, because time tells it all at a later time. But believe you me, the question you need to ask yourself is, why would a person, for example, who left food on the table go and steal food in another house? It's not practical.
He was convicted and imprisoned at Zomba Maximum Prison and stayed in cell 51. He was later acquitted, but the government made sure that he remained the convict despite the court ruling.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you, especially those that took time to come and visit me when I was in prison in Zomba. You know, there were a lot of faces which I see here which visited me when I was in prison. I want to thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, we all read the Bible, and we read that passage when they say, I was naked and you dressed me, I was hungry and you fed me. But most people choose to stop it there. They don't want to go further down to where I was in prison and you visited me. I thank you so much, because I was in prison and you visited me. Thank you very, very much.
But the political pressure exerted by the executive did not lure Banda out of politics. He composed another scathing album to the Mutharika regime, Cell 51, in which Pharaoh was one of the greatest hits. Banda declared interest to run for presidency. He wanted to contest for presidency in the year 2014. But all of a sudden, he renounced active politics.
What I wanted to see in Malawi is that youngsters should come out and challenge the leadership and say, we want to also run. And I saw that thing happening. saw youngsters coming, it gave me courage to say, okay, what I was spearheaded, what I wanted to come has happened. So I was somehow happy that my involvement or my challenge to run for president had encouraged other youngsters. And today we have a lot of youngsters who are agitating to run for president.
Lucius foresaw and prophesied what the country experienced the never forgotten July 20 demonstrations in the album Freedom, released a few years ago with the song Muzaziwona. Lucius is also a family man. He has a wife and 3 children. John, also known as Zembani, age 16, Laura, 13, and Mabiri, also known as Bakiri, aged 4. His wife Sunganani met the great musician while working as a teller at the Standard Bank. The success of Lucius is definitely behind his wife, who has always stood by him in thick and thin period. After quitting active politics, Lucius Banda is back as a great musician. He has won many awards locally, the recent one being the Best Local Artist. He has composed over 20 songs for other musicians and released more than 20 videos, and he is the only musician to have performed in many countries across the border, notably England, Scotland, Italy, South Africa, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique. He has survived a lot of competition from the young and upcoming artists. Talking to him today, Lucius will tell you he's still the same and will continue to produce unique songs every year. What is memorable of Lucius Banda?
In politics, people have to remember me as someone who wanted to do something right, but maybe might have not been able to do it because of the environment. But over and above all, I think as a musician and as a human being, I want people to know that I am someone who wanted to do good.
Are you ready? Are you ready? I got a question, Malawi, I got a question. Odini yangara kukondwa, odini yangara kulira, shede yudo ni manta, mitima mulizikani. Are you ready to answer me, Malawi? Are you ready? One more time, question. Kodini yangara kugondo, kodini yangara kulira, shede yuru ni mata, milima mulizikani. Zeluza ekadanyika, kare muramamba zanzano, olotisa uke bajipe, na pema la windi kwatu, mojada hindi na kaladia. What do you say? Black out the microphone out, okay? We're good for me, right? Mas the same base every day. maiba musama bane timafuna mumi malam. Kulimba kwa maifeo ampawe kubalaka timadalira tanizo lazo.
The people shall laugh. The next time they sing, people cry. It's time. It's time. say, oh, it's love.